Welcome to Amazing Life. This episode we explore Wyoming off-road on Section 5 of the Backcountry Discovery Route. From hidden rivers to epic campsites to great food, it's a packed episode. Thanks for coming along. Welcome back, everybody. David here.
And Holly.
And last we left you with the end of Section 6, and we had kind of cut off a little bit of the last part of the trail. The first part was beautiful, but we kind of went through some of the desert, and it was kind of all becoming a lot the same, so we decided to skip up and go to the mineral springs. And so if you haven't seen that episode, it's linked right here. What we're starting now is Section 5, and once again, we're going to be skipping some of it because we really want to spend more time in the upper elevations and some of the pretty scenic stuff that is kind of in that area that's further south. And so we're going to be skipping quite a bit of the desert today. From Shoshone, we're skipping and we're going straight to Lander by highway, and then that's where we'll pick up the trail again, and then we're going to kind of slow it down and hopefully find some nice camping spots, as well as really hoping to spend a little bit of time at that disappearing river. I thought that was really cool in the BDR, the Wyoming BDR movie that they made. I thought that was really neat, so I'd like to spend some time there. And then we've also got kind of a fantastic meal planned, and so
that we're gonna do in the daylight this time.
The steaks were cooked in the dark, and so we're hoping to do fish tacos in the daylight. So that's our plan. Happy you guys are here with us, and here we go. Well, we're officially back on the trail again, and took a moment and got at least a quick rinse to get all that mud off from the north side of Wyoming. So now we can get fresh new mud for the bottom side. But now we're about to go through, wow, look at this. So we're now going through Sinks Canyon. I believe we're getting close to that, the hidden river. So we're planning to stop in and take a look at that and see, kind of see what there is to see about that. All right, so we just made it to the sinks where the river, the hidden river they call it, and it basically goes, does it go in up here?
I believe it goes underground,
yeah,
up here.
Goes underground here, and then it comes out down there, and there's a hiking trail. It's pretty short, like a half mile, that will take us to the other end of it. But we're gonna come up here and take a look on this end and see what there is. Wow, that is cool.
Wow. Oh, I hear it. Listen to that.
It's amazing.
Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, this is beautiful.
Wow.
Just think of all the water rushing in here to move those big boulders.
For real.
Chipmunk. where the underground river comes up. What do you think, Dave? I wonder if I threw a fly in there, would I catch a fish?
Right.
Look at all those on the outside edge.
That was a really cool stop. It's definitely worth, I mean, it's just right off the road, so it's definitely worth the, you know, 15 minutes that it takes to take a look at it. What do you think about it?
Oh, I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was just very fascinating.
It was just right off the road. It was amazing to me just how cool it was down at the entrance of the cave. You know, that was neat. But yeah, trout were very happy to
Yes,
have their feeding. So one thing to note, if you're doing it north to south, then you need to actually pass the first entrance, because the first entrance is actually the lower entrance, and it's just kind of neat to be able to see it at the top and then see it go down. And so if you're doing it south to north, then you're going to hit it properly. But
I'm gonna take a quick look at this lake and just see if there's a place to camp on it. That'd be kind of neat.
makes a big difference when we're aired up to 34.
Yeah. I like it.
I think you'll have a perfect view.
Awesome.
I think this campsite might just do. Got the lake, got running water, well, running creek, sound of a creek, anyway. I think this should be quite nice. We're gonna check over, Rick's gonna check right over there. The road goes around over there. The road goes around and comes up, so we could actually camp in view of the water. That might be kind of nice if we can get it all the way over there. So he's gonna try that and see if they allow it. But if not, we'll just stay here. Well, that ended up being just another campsite that closed off there. So did find a couple pieces of wood though. So that'll be nice. Maybe help keep the bugs away. So I think we're probably gonna stay here. A little earlier in the day, we get to kind of relax a little bit and enjoy the evening. So this will be the first time we've tried Starlink out in the middle of nowhere. If it's going to work anywhere in the West, it should work here. We're at 9,000 something feet, and we're 80 something 100 feet, somewhere in there, and it should be pretty cool. So I'm going to actually power it off of the Jackery, and I'm really curious about how much pull that puts on the jackery. So it's gonna be kind of neat to have high-speed internet out here. Cool. So it's actually pretty neat. The Starlink is a very simple system. You just simply, now I've got the antenna plugged in, and then all I gotta do is take the power cord and plug that in, and then now I'll use this to plug it into the jackery, and that's it. And then I can use my app. Well, it'll automatically find the satellites, but I can use my app to kind of tune it a little. So it's plugged in there, and then we'll just have the antenna going out. I turn that on, and that's it. Now, here's the thing. So I know some of the comments are going to be, why do you travel all the way to Wyoming and then here you are trying to, get on the internet? So the reality is having the internet allows us to actually be out longer and not worry about it. And so we've got some work things that we need to get done. Craig has some work things to do as well. And so with high speed, we can literally work from anywhere. So that's the reason Starlink for us is perfect.
Amazing life. What's the password?
I just gave it to you.
Okay. Nice. Super fast.
So just to give you an idea, that's 4 times faster than we have back home.
That's awesome.
That's insane. And here's where we are. Work from anywhere.
Craig is using a product called Eco Sticks that you can buy in bulk, and they act as natural fire starters. I'll leave a link in the description about these. They really do burn well and can get wet and still work. Great when you don't have the best tinder.
All right, so we have a flurry of activity going here. So we've got, we've got the, obviously we're all set up at camp where this ended up being idyllic. We're the Fry Lake?
Fry Lake.
Yeah, Fry Lake is right there. Pretty well secluded back here. It's a beautiful camp spot. So we're gonna fix up some fish tacos and some Cuban beans and chips and salsa and some avocado. I don't know what you're planning to do with that.
Just chop it to put on
To put on the tacos. Perfect. And we're gonna use the scuttle.
Yeah, I've never used a scuttle.
So I'm a little curious to watch this. All right, let's get chopping.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Boy, they smell just like Cuban beans. Those are good.
Look at that.
Onions.
Okay.
If you want any of those, we've got the
Sure.
sauce. We got these black beans. And then avocado, just mixing.
Yeah, guys, this turned out to be a fantastic little dinner.
Yeah.
Eating pretty good on the road, aren't
And
we?
it comes
Yeah.
together really quickly,
Mm-hmm.
especially when we have 3 of us doing it. But still, it's a pretty quick meal.
And it didn't last long.
I see that.
We can fix more.
All right, so Craig, we need a fire.
You know what? Since I'm from Colorado, I think I know how to do that. So let me take care of it for you.
Hey, man,
You finish your meal.
rock on.
Yeah.
So, Craig, is that how you always start fires?
Well, I find it's the quickest and most efficient.
Yeah, I mean that's impressive. I can't say I've ever seen a fire started like that before.
Well, that's
Wow.
what overlanding experience teaches you.
Okay. Yeah, man, I obviously I got to get out more. Apparently, I need to overland in Colorado.
Yes, you do.
There you go.
Ooh, thank you.
Wow, that sun's really getting hot. I wish we had an awning.
Bacon sure tastes better out here.
Sure does.
I mean, it tastes great everywhere, but it's really good out here.
Well, I kind of got turned around. I did not realize just how many different trails that there are up in here. And then I finally realized that I was spidering off and had gotten, wasn't actually going around the lake anymore. And so I ended up doubling back and came back the same way I came, and then spidered off into another side route. So it's become quite the hike. So here's the thing, and I'm sure some of you guys were thinking this, that, you know, I'm not the perfect physique. I've got things that I'm working on just like everybody else. I turned 50 in a few days, which I'm excited about, but I'm also somewhat terrified because it's a bit of a different channel, right? It's a different level. You know, and so I'm wanting to do everything I can to stay as active as I can, to do things as long as I can. And I think that's fair for everyone. A lot of that you can manipulate with diet and exercise. And so one thing that you guys probably don't know is, if you wonder how we fund this channel and how I travel so much and things like that, it's because of another business that we've been doing for the past 10, 11 years. And it's a natural health business. And they have a product that's going to be coming out in a couple months that I'm very excited about. And it is specifically to target your metabolism. And at some point, there's only so much that you can do with diet and exercise if your metabolism just can't kick into higher gear. And the reality is, a lot of things change when you're in your 40s and 50s. That makes it more difficult to keep that metabolism where it needs to be, to keep body fat at a lower level, at the same level of exercise and diet regimen that you've been used to. Okay, so yes, I get it. I just got through eating bacon, right? So I get that. I could stop and change all of those habits, and I'm certain
Heart rate 80%.
lose some fat. But the problem is, the older you get, the more it wants to settle in your belly, you know, thighs for women. We all have our problem areas. So the product that's coming out is to support that very thing. If you want to know more about it, go to our website, www.amazinglife.com, and we'll be posting a lot of stuff there. Probably not as much on this channel. If we do, it'll be in a different playlist. If you don't care about it, that's cool. But if you are interested, it'll be available to you. So anyway, I'm now back to camp, and I'm gonna clean up, and we're gonna continue our adventure. So carry on.
Okay, This segment wasn't meant to show my 2000 parts, but rather to show how we have utilized the Nemo pressure water tank for showering. Now this is the 3-gallon model, and we have since replaced that with the 5-gallon, but both do a really good job heating up in the sun as well as providing enough pressure for a weak shower. I utilized the boards that were cut to fit the Zarges boxes and attached with Velcro to stand on while I'm showering, making for easy cleanup. Now the tank is pressurized by a foot pump that allows you to continue to keep it pressurized while washing dishes or whatever. Staying clean with as little water as possible is a really important part of staying off grid long term.
All right, that's it.
Well, we are heading out, leaving our campsite, and I have to say this was a great camp spot. We hung out for, it's 4:15 in the afternoon, so we hung out all day, relaxed, got some work done. Craig got some work done, but he had to head off, so it's just us now. And so now we're going to be heading on down the rest of Section 5, which we really haven't gotten that far into it when we decided to camp. So we'll be camping probably on Section 5 somewhere. I think what we've got coming up now is a good bit of pavement going across the mountain, and then as we go down to Atlantic City, I think after that we go back into the dirt. So anyway, I'm having fun on this little tour. You having a good time still?
I'm having a great time. Phew, that's over.
And now we have the nice smooth road.
And look at those mountains ahead.
Beautiful mountains.
Join us in the next episode as we continue to explore all that Section 5 of the Wyoming BDR has to offer, like the ghost town of South Pass City, containing jail houses and schoolhouses, saloons and gambling joints, as well as an epic campsite overlooking the city. See you next time, but until then, as always, make life amazing.